So we have to start with a very basic idea, since I know that most of you do not, that's not inherently what you'd like to do. We want to make sure that you understand that the only reason to motivate anybody else is for whose benefit? Your benefit. We want to make sure that you understand that. Everybody in this room listens to only one radio station, WIIFM, What's in It for Me. So let's broadcast on that radio station right away. Why should you? Because most of you, I assume, are entirely self-motivated, self-driven, or in fact insulted by the idea that anybody else wouldn't be, and look down your nose at some of these other people and wonder, why do I have to? I mean, they should be able to appraise themselves. Why do I have to even be involved in it? So what's in it for you to learn how to do this? Have I nailed it right here? I know most of you think that way. I understand. The reason to motivate somebody else is to make your job and life and world a lot easier. Because otherwise these folks are going to be anchors on your neck, right? Some of the people you have to motivate are people that I euphemistically call human speed bumps. You know what I mean by a human speed bump? These are the people that takes an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes. These are the people that want to look up the meaning of the word dictionary in a dictionary. I don't know if you ever tried that before. What you're holding in your hand, you moron. See, moron. You again? Anyway, motivating some of these people is not necessarily going to be easy or fun, but if you learn how to do it effectively and efficiently, you have a lot more fun. Let me say it another way. This is the 9 millionth time I've talked about motivation. Do I seem bored? I just talked about it for an hour. Do I seem bored with it with you folks? No. Is it because you're a good crowd? I don't think so. Why am I excited talking to you about it today? I mean, you're sitting there going, why am I excited about it? What's in it for me? It's no different for me than for you. Today's a little different for me because I'm not home. But when I'm home, my reward for coming to work every day and being excited is I get to go home to my favorite person at the end of the day, my daughter, and I get to play with her. How many of you can tell me at the end of every day you have as much or more energy at the end of the day as you had at the beginning of the day? What happens on a day where you're kicking, everything is going well, the day flies by, right? Average American worker looks at their watch. If you wear a watch 50 times a day, you've all done this if you wear a watch. You've looked at your watch, you've looked at it again, it's the same damn minute. If you're going to look at your watch twice, it's the same minute. It's going to be a long day. Meanwhile, when it's a good day, when there's no obstacles or whatever an obstacle you see, it becomes an opportunity, and you're partying going to work. That's the last thing I say before I get to work every day. It's party time! You know where I learned it? Working with dying patients. Working with suicidal folks. Working with drug overdose kids. And why did I learn to do party time? Because if I didn't, that job would have killed me. Guess what? So will yours. Ultimately, the reason to come to work and to be excited is so that you have, at the end of the day, a life at the end of the day. I do a program for Microsoft every year called Painting Two Masterpieces. It's about loving two things in your life. One of them's your job. One of them's not your job. Why should you love your job? So that you have some energy at the end of the day to go and love something else, whatever it is you do. I suppose some of you in Maryland here for fun, you tip cows over. Whatever it is you do here, it doesn't matter. So if you live in D.C., maybe you have more fun. Oh, it doesn't matter, but the fact is, whatever it is you do, I'm not here to pass judgment on what you do. Whatever you like to do, you ought to have plenty of energy for it so that when you get back to work, you're excited about that, right? I want to see, this is Monday, I want to see TGIM signs at NASA. Thank God it's Monday.